Hi, gentlemen. This is Boomhauer here with another ELA lesson for you. The lesson today is focusing on fact and opinion. Our LEQ is how are fact and opinion statements different? And our objective is I can distinguish between a fact and an opinion in a text. The standard we're focusing on is RI 2.1. We're going to dive right into our anchor charts. Two anchor charts, but they really are showing you the same thing. They just look a little bit different. Remember, our focus is on fact and opinion. You have to know the difference between the two of them. A fact is going to be something that is proven true. A fact is something that you cannot change. So a fact is going to be something that you may or may not agree with, but it's not going to change. It's true. You can find research about it. You can find details. You might have seen it. It's true and proven true. An opinion is going to be something that someone feels about a particular topic or something. An opinion is about a person's feelings about something. Opinions can change. You might have an opinion, somebody else might have a different opinion. Our first slide is going to be our guided notes. Today's lesson has a lot of similar questions. Today's topic for all the slides is going to be about football facts and opinions. Each slide today will also have an anchor chart to help you if you get stuck on remembering which is which. Remember, a fact is something that can be proven true. An opinion is how someone feels about something. So what's going to happen is you're going to read each statement and circle a box to say if it's true or false, or fact or an opinion. I'm going to circle it obviously on my screen. You're going to be watching along. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly so that way you get the grasp and understand how the lesson's going to go. Number one, the football game was lots of fun yesterday. Fact or opinion? Now, you might have thought the football game was great. However, I might have gone and fell asleep or thought it was boring or a waste of time. So that is an opinion. Number two, our tickets cost $52. Now, the price of a ticket is not going to change once you've bought it. Once you bought it, you've paid for it. You might have a receipt where I can show you how much I paid. That's going to be a fact. That's true. It's proven. Number three, it was money well spent. This is kind of similar to number one. You might have thought it was a great amount of money spent and you might want to spend it again. But I might think something completely different. If I didn't enjoy my time, I would have said that that money was a waste. Opinion. Number four, the quarterback played his best game of the season. Well, I might have thought the quarterback that was on the bench would have played his best game of the season. So we might agree or disagree on that. That's also going to be an opinion. And number five, the running back scored 3 touchdowns. Now, if I'm looking at the scoreboard, I should be able to tell how many points someone scored or which team has what amount of points. So if the running back scored 3 touchdowns, then that's true. That is a fact. Now we're going to move on to our next slide, which is our independent practice. Again, here's your anchor chart. And just a reminder, a fact is something that can be proven, an opinion is something that someone feels. So for this slide, I'd like you to start trying to do these on your own, and I'm just going to circle the answers as we go and be a little bit quicker. The kicker scored a field goal before halftime. Halftime is when the game's cut in half. You've got one half and another half. It's kind of like a break. So the kicker scored a field goal. Hopefully you agree that that's a fact. The referee blew his whistle and called a penalty. Now, the referee is the person that runs up and down the field, just like in basketball and soccer, they're the person in charge of the game. He blew his whistle and called a penalty. Did that happen? Fact. Number 8, the referee has been making terrible calls. Now, for this one, if you've ever watched a sport on TV, You can probably think about a time where maybe an older brother, a dad, a grandfather, even a grandmother, mother, whatever the case may be, that they disagreed about something that happened on the TV. You might think the ref made a great call, but the person next to you might say, that was a terrible call. Opinion. Number 9, we had a terrific view of the game from our seats. Well, you might have thought personally you had a good view of the seats. However, whoever you went with might have thought the view wasn't very good. There was somebody in front of me, there was somebody to the side, the pole was in the way. There's lots of things. Opinion. And number 10, the final quarter was most exciting of all. Again, 2 quarters in football. You could have thought the first half was the best, most exciting time compared to the second half. You're entitled to your opinion. Next slide. Here's your exit ticket. Your anchor chart again is down the bottom. Reminder, a fact is something that can be proven or true. An opinion is how someone feels about something. Read each statement below and circle whether it's a fact or an opinion. Now for your exit ticket, I'm going to give you a little bit more think and wait time. So I'll read you number 11. There's 4 questions. I'll read you number 11. Try to circle it in your head on your own. The score was tied until the final minute of the game. The score was tied until the final minute of the game. If you circled fact, you are correct because I can look up at the scoreboard and see that both teams had 24 or both teams were tied at 18. Tied means you have the same amount of points. Number 12, the wide receiver made the final touchdown. A wide receiver is just a player on the field. It's one of the players' names. The wide receiver made the final touchdown. Fact or opinion? If you circle fact, you're correct. Again, if you're at the game watching it in real life or you're sitting at home on the couch, you'd be able to tell that that person, whoever he or she is, the wide receiver, made that final touchdown. Number 13, there was cheering in the stands. Now remember, cheering is like when people are clapping, shouting, screaming, waving things in the air. There was cheering in the stands. Fact or opinion? If you circled fact, you're correct. If I am again at the football game or sitting on my couch, I can see and hear people cheering. That's a fact, it's proven. And number 14, our opponent is the worst team in the league. Opponent is the other team that you're playing against. Our opponent is the worst team in the league. If you circled opinion, you would be correct. I might think the other team is the worst team in the league, but the guy next to me might think they're one of the better teams in the league. Again, entitled to your opinion. I truly hope this lesson has helped you today. Remember to go back now. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out. Until next time, see you later.